Hello, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program at Kerbalism. My name is Seth. In our last episode, we aborted a attempted docking between Jebediah and Valentina using the Ophelia 3 and 4 craft. Valentina was the craft that was doing the docking to Jebediah, and she came very close to running out of fuel, and with only 40 meters per second delta V remaining, we decided to abort, turn to Kerbin, which she did successfully, and additionally Jebediah also at that point aborted and returned safely. So I did some investigation and I found out that when I throttled the Ophelia 4 SRBs, I did that too much, and that significantly impacted the amount of delta V that was available. So what I've done is I've unthrottled those, and I've also replaced the second stage engine with the Terrier, just so that we can get that that little bit more efficiency. And I've unthrottled the SRBs. Now I've unthrottled them to 100%, so it's going to be a hot takeoff. I've left the science experiments on board only because I keep forgetting to get launchpad science. I also only got low space materials bay. So this is the Ophelia 6, which is the rebadged Ophelia 4. So I need to get the science bay data from launchpad as well. SRB's unthrottled, and the Terrier engine. Now that gives us a delta V of 4,963. That should be ample. I am concerned about the reliability of it. I have no opportunity to repair it if something goes wrong. The only person that can repair it is an engineer. Let's just hope for the best. I mean, if this does fail, I will use what monopropellant I can to deorbit. I mean, how much fuel do I have? Sorry, how much food? Food. 1 day. Interesting. Give maximum food. Okay, so that's 5 days of food. Let's open up the Ophelia 5, which will be first ship to launch. Make sure we've got the correct amount. So we've got 100% thrust, got the Terrier, I've got full food and water. We should be right to go. Now, interestingly, what I am going to do is I'm going to go and find don't know why. Oh, of course, because Valentina might be on R&R. Because of one of the mods we've got, you, depending on the amount of time you spend in space, you have R&R. So let's have a quick look at that. I believe that's in the astronaut complex. So you can see there that Valentina will be available in 6 days' time. So what we are going to do is male or female, don't care. I need a pilot. Only want one. They are certainly not going to be fearless. They're going to be fairly courageous. You know what? Moderately stupid. Lingual Kerman. Okay, so it will be Jebediah can't fly either. So Lingual Kerman, and probably I will end up taking Bill, I think, just to get the engineer up there. So let's not go there because I need to time warp. Come on. You can do it, computer. You can do it. Okay, so let's time warp to about day 1 to 10. Time warp to the next morning. So Ophelia 5, document EVA, E1 day 212, and it will be piloted by Lingle. Good luck, Lingle. And since we don't need to wait for any phase angles or anything, as soon as this is stable on the launch pad, we can take off. We are. SAS on, throttle down. Science. Because I forgot to action key them again. Log data. Log data, keep. That one doesn't. Okay. Can I actually modify those in here? ATX. Yep. I did action. Because I can do this on the way up. Just as an option. Log data. Data. Go away. Okay. Yep, got that experiment. Great. So we keep that. Close this cargo bay door. So we'll grab the flying over the shores. And I'm going to turn off the liquid fuel engine at the moment because it's just 100% running on solids at the moment. Starting to pick up a bit of speed now, and it's going to get difficult when we start hitting 340 meters per second as we go past max Q, and we'll be hitting that fairly early because this craft is a little bit lighter than the previous launch. And we saw on the Ophelia 3 that here, let me turn the game audio up a little bit. And we saw on the Ophelia 3 that this was quite significant. We pretty much went too quick too soon, but because of the SRBs, we're locked in. That's how it is. Throttle up the LFO. Separate. Okay. Throttle down. Separate. It's just Night Terrier. And let's see what we can salvage here. Can we abort to orbit? I don't think we can. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get anywhere with that, so going to eject. Eject. Now we are still going up. So I think it should be fine if I just time warp. Okay, so we're now passing through Apoapsis. Ingle Kerman, your first flight. It's not looking great. It's not looking great because you're we're going pretty quick actually. So parachutes early. I think we should be okay. I'm not sure how. I'm not sure why exactly the. Not exactly sure why the boosters impacted the engine. I'm wondering if it's. Wondering if I was tipping more than I was last time on the last launches. I'm not quite sure. It's a mystery. I'm probably going to launch. Probably going to launch the same. Yeah, we're fine. I'm probably going to launch the same stack. I don't feel that it was a stack error. It just. I don't know. See. See indeed. Hey, I got some science. It's, yeah. So that's failure. Five minutes, 13 seconds. Failed to achieve orbits. Main structure impact during staging. Abort to curb. Really disappointed with that. I mean, really disappointed with that. There's actually been quite a few failures. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's been 11 failures. $11 failures in 27 flights. It's not great. Not great at all. Research 1, splashdown, landing, collision award, congratulations. Okay, so let's time warp. A few days. Go to the next one. Let's grab that craft. Do I want to change anything on it? Do I want to change anything on it? No, I do not. And it should work. I think it's because I think if I just launch straight up until I release the SRBs and then turn, I think that's probably going to be the best chance of success. Who'd have thought rocket science was so hard, hey? Okay, so who have I got? Valentina, you're going to have another go, are you? Well, you know the drill. SAS on, throttle down, launch. Any luck this time will be a little bit more successful. Custom window editor. That orbit info. Okay, so that's okay. Don't need that. Big jeb settings. Hide brake on eject. There's my flight computer. Okay. Well, I probably won't touch any of these right now. That's what I was after. So my flight recorder, bring up Q, because we should be hitting it about now. Okay, so let's throttle up, separate. Ooh. Only just. So straight away, dynamic pressure starts dropping. The orbital speed begins to drop. Well, the rate of acceleration drops is probably the more accurate. Okay, so that's enough of that. So far, so good. Now, 1,700 meters per second in that second stage. 1,800, 3,500 delta V total remaining. Looking good. Looking very good, Valentina. So again, we'll push this up to about 90 kilometers, I think, and we probably can't drop this stage just on the 90 kilometer mark. That was pretty lucky in the affiliate 3 and 4, where the first LFO stage was empty at 90 kilometers. This one I think will still have a fair bit of fuel in there, so we'll probably do a circularized burn with most of this stage attached. Okay. Everything looks good. Everything looks very good, actually. This is a good launch. I mean, those solid rocket boosters do separate very, very close to that engine. Their use may be limited. This may be the last time that we use them on these flights, or unless we change how they're attached. Maybe I need some. I mean, I've got SRBs, I've got separatrons that will. Yeah, so we might need to attach separatrons to them. Okay, so far so good. So at this stage, it's probably, if we had to abort, it would be an abort to orbit. Start pulling back on the throttle a bit. Just try and straighten up that marker as much as we can before we eject this stage. And there's 140 meters per second delta V on there. I think we'll be fine, we'll get rid of it. So let's engage the Terrier. so that should give us a nice orbit. It's actually much more maneuverable too, to be honest. Smaller engines, so let's open up these cargo bays. Let's engage fuel cell. Now I think I've got time. I actually have 2 of those. Two blood samples, is that right? Okay, that explains it. Alright, so get rid of you. Raining rubbish down on the surface of Kerbin as the jettison parts we no longer need. That. It's 2. Okay. That debris from Ophelia 3. What happened to Ophelia 3? Oh. Crap. Not paying attention. That wasn't good. So what happened to the Ophelia 3? The Ophelia 3 was the... Oh, that might be the orbital stage for the Ophelia 3. So when Jebediah re-entered the atmosphere, he ejected the orbital stage before re-entering. And that might be still floating around. Interesting. Well, not to worry. Base is pretty big. So okay, I wasn't really paying that much attention and missed the burn time, so this isn't going to be a perfectly circular orbit, but should be okay nonetheless. I mean, oh, that's a rubbish orbit. Okay. We're in orbit. We are going to need to fix it up though. I can't have... That's too non-circular for me. Six. By out. That'll do. So if I burn radial 34 meters per second, then I should be able to tidy up the orbit just a little bit. So we're at now 87.93, 87, and then if I burn Okay, yeah, if I burn retrograde at... Where am I now? So that's 86, 80. Okay, so that'll be fine. So that's an 80, 87 by 86 orbit. That's good enough. Just make sure. So I've got food, oxygen, water. I look good for electric charge. Yep, that's fine. 5 days. Great, that's all fine. And hey, Valentina, you got a golf club. You might need that. Okay. So from here, we might leave that episode here, and we will launch the next craft and try this time to dock without running out of fuel. I hope to see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.